So, what really going on with AI ethics and what happens to your data? Most importantly, how you can keep yourself clean when everyone is talking about AI data privacy, and ethical consideration of AI. So, in this lecture, we have the theme exploring bias, transparency, and accountability in artificial intelligence. Uh, this lecture has specifically designed to make you aware about artificial intelligence, its ethical implications, and how you can have yourself on a transparent mode when it comes to all these ideas. So let's start another webcast of Rethink AI, where we talk about artificial intelligence and robotics, IoT, and most importantly, we talk about how you can go and grow in the wave of artificial intelligence. So today's core is ethics, respect, code, honesty, integrity. So what is the preface for today? AI is advancing rapidly, shaping industries and decision making. Trust me, AI is growing faster than your imagination. If you think AI is just about, writing and getting a particular information, then it's not just this is just the beginning, very basic of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has far more potential, and as compared to your imagination, we have already reached far ahead. In fact, uh, we will have AGI in next 3 to 5 years, which is artificial general intelligence. Okay, and next is ethical concerns are rising as AI impacts hiring, policing, finance, and healthcare. So obviously there are questions about doubts about AI impacts when concerns when it comes to hiring processes, policy making, finances, and healthcare. So we will talk about it today. And key question is, can AI be fair, transparent, and accountable? When I was working on this particular lecture, I came up with one question, and this is pretty interesting question. Let's say there is an autonomous vehicle, okay, self-driving car, and this self-driving car caused an accident. So who will be responsible for this accident? The manufacturer, the person who have designed the coding, or the buyer? Who will be responsible for it? If you are really interested in learning all these things, please work on this question. This is pretty interesting question, and I will give you the answer in the end of this particular talk. So the question is again, if an autonomous vehicle cause an accident, then who will be responsible? Manufacturer, or the person who has done the coding, or the owner, or the guy or girl or the company who was responsible for its maintenance? Who will be responsible for it? So this is pretty interesting question. While we are having this discussion, please think about this question as well. I will keep you, engaged today. And the ethical dilemma of AI: bias in AI models. Can AI be fair if trained on biased data? What if, you take the data in bulk? Let's say you take the data from Google database or YouTube videos, and this data is totally biased, and now you are training your algorithm on the biased data. So what will happen in the end? Let me have something to show you. Let's say this is data. Let's make three type of data. One is Google data, and then YouTube, and then there is a data of any private company, which is specifically designed and totally not biased. Okay, here we are just casing just taking different scenarios. Let's say there is a data from Google. You are just capturing the data from Google to train your algorithm. So, what if there is any form of bias from the user end, or when user created that data? Then obviously you will have bias in your final output as well. Okay, then similar cases for YouTube. On the other hand, let's say there is a private company like Rethink AI. Rethink AI has its data well structured. Okay, and then you train the algorithm on the basis of this data. Then this algorithm will be totally fair. But to have the proper training of artificial intelligence, whether robotics or you are going for AGI, ASI, you need vast amount of data, and to have that amount of data you have to train it, uh, mm, trillions of tokens. Okay, so for that, how we are going to ensure that this data is not biased? Next is transparency in AI. Can user trust AI decisions without knowing how they are made? So you have trained algorithm, right? Okay, so what is the basis of your training? What are the basic parameters? Even still, ChatGPT was launched in 2022 and it's 2025. Still, when you open ChatGPT, there is a message on the bottom. ChatGPT can make mistake. Please recheck it before using. And you can see the remark in the bottom section. So, what are the parameters? And who will be responsible for it if there is an error in the answer? The person who has generated this response, or ChatGPT, which has generated the person who has given the prompt, or ChatGPT, which has created that particular text or research, or the user who is using that particular information. So we should be aware about it, and we should have a proper discussion about it. Then AI and human values. Can AI align with diverse ethical standards? Wow. We have different standards. When we talk about human beings, we have different rituals, okay, rituals and belief system. So do we have how AI is going to align itself with ethical standards? So this is also an important question. So bias in AI, can machines be fair? Let's have our discussion plus examples plus solutions. So AI learns from historical data, which may be biased. Let's say there is a book which has been written in 1950s, and from history perspective, and at that point of time there were no fact checkers. Media was there, but it was media was not you know enough at that point of time, because there was uh, no digital media, right? Only print media was there. So this book was written about in 1950s, about history perspective, and you are using this book to train the algorithm, and this book is totally from one type of opinion only. Then you will have the fluctuation in algorithm in the final result, in the algorithm as well, in the output as well. So uh, this is how biased you can create bias, or this is how we are getting bias in artificial intelligence. So examples are pretty complex. What if AI is biased in hiring process? Then, like, there are five candidates, and just because of bias in algorithm, that let's say there is a bias in algorithm that IT engineers are better as compared to commerce graduate, and every time AI get the resume to shortlist, it gives the preference to IT engineers. That's a difficult task. Or let's take the example from same domain. As CA pass out and commerce pass out, and every time algorithm picks CAs. Okay, so this can be a crucial challenge in terms of hiring process. It's a challenge on both front. One, we are not getting the right talent. Second, we are putting the right people out of corporate sector. Next, facial recognition. What if AI makes an error in facial recognition? Let's say AI make an error, and an honest person, has been wrongly, framed, or wrongly, uh, judiciary action has been taken against that person. In that case, who will be responsible? Next, healthcare AI. What if AI make biased decision in terms of healthcare? That will be crucial. There are so many examples, but I have picked these three because these three can impact businesses, users, and common people. Hiring directly impact the common people. Facial recognition can impact anyone. And when it comes to healthcare AI, yeah, our life totally depends on this. So what are the solutions? Audit AI models for fairness. We should regularly audit every model for AI fairness. In fact, we must have, country-wise center where we regularly monitor regularly audit AI models, and that must be centralized by the government or central authorities. Okay, you can have three tiers. One, country wise. Second, one international audit model. Okay, let me reframe it. Country wise audit model. Audit model international. Okay, and then specifically we have for uh, you know mm, services like healthcare, law services. We can have that healthcare or law audit model. Okay, and this is really necessary. Then user diversification training, diverse training data. What is if there is too much biased, then that is definitely we need diverse training data. Okay, implement regulation for ethical AI development. We highly need it. This is the crucial time to implement it. Okay. AI transparency and accountability, the black box problem. What is the black box problem? Basically, no one knows what happens deep inside. Okay, there are people like me who are aware about it, but those who are common users coming from non-tech background, they are, enjoying their life. They just come to ChatGPT to get the answers. Basically, they don't know about it. So AI make decisions, but often without explanation. Okay, so AI denying loans without an explanation, that's a crucial question. What if a self-driving car cause accident? Who's to blame? Should we blame the manufacturer, the software developer, the owner? Okay, whom should we blame? AI recommending medical treatment without clear logic. Let's say AI recommends something and it's go wrong. Okay, so who will be responsible for it? Okay, so we need these kinds of discussions now. AI should be, when AI makes a decision, it should be explanatory in nature. Okay, let's say you ask question like, who should be responsible for this accident? Let's take in our case. Then AI must give the explanatory answer always. Okay, so what is the solution? Explainable AI. We have talked about explainable AI. Explainable AI. Okay, yesterday, and you must watch that video. Then ethical AI audits. Companies must evaluate AI regularly. Third, regulatory AI laws. Government must enforce AI accountability. Okay, and what is necessary for businesses? Businesses must make their own AI code of conduct. Code of conduct. Ideally, you need different type of code of conduct. One, your data collection policies. Okay. Second, what are your data privacy rules? Data privacy rules. Third, you should customers right. You should talk about customers right. Let's say customer is visiting your website. What are their rights regarding their data collection and how you protect their data? Plus, you should have proper rules for your own employees even. Okay. Next, AI source. Even if you are using API from other platform like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, then you should make your users and everyone aware about it, that what is the source of your AI algorithm. Okay, these are the must rules for you. Okay, and then I think you should have another section where you talk about uh, future aspect. What future, you can say future exploration. Okay, that these are the future exploration we are considering. Ideally, every business, whether you are joining from Europe or US or Asia or Africa or Australia, even any part of the world, you must have these six rules always, on your website and for your company, and your employees must be aware about it. Your customer must be aware about it. I hope you have noted down. Still, I'm not removing them. You can keep. Let's go on to the next idea. Uh, AI in autonomous vehicle, who is responsible? The trolley problem. This is another question, which pretty interesting question. Should AI prioritize the passenger or a pedestrian? Let's say an autonomous vehicle is driving with three, four passengers inside the vehicle, and then there is a someone is walking on the red light or crossing the red light. Now, if this autonomous vehicle has to make a decision whether compromise the safety of the passenger or compromise the safety of pedestrian. Okay, so how this particular tool is going to make the decision? These are typical questions, and it's really hard to find the answer of these questions. Okay, so first of all, who will be legally responsible for it? Who is liable for accidents? Let's say manufacturers or users. Okay, and let me rub it again so we can have a fair discussion. Moral programming. Can AI be programmed without universal ethics? Or can AI be programmed with universal ethics? And at the same time, we need universal ethics as well as regional ethics. Okay, because people have different rituals all over the world. Okay, and these rituals vary according to the time. So we need programming where we can have both type of ethics, universals as well as regionals. Maybe you are a manufacturer somewhere in Bangalore, and you are building some AI tools, and you are taking care of only your regional rules and regulations. What if the same tools has been used by someone or in other part of the country or other part of the world? Or let's say you are making it in Silicon Valley and someone is using it in Europe. Okay, so we need to take care of the ethical values of Europe while taking care of the universal values as well. Okay, then privacy risks. How is AI vehicle data being stored and used? I'm pretty curious about it. How they store the data, and most importantly, how they use the data. Obviously, they are using it for training, but are they using it for advertisement purposes as well? Okay, yeah, it's an interesting question, and trust me, this debate continues. This debate will not stop as of now. This debate will continue, and this debate will be the most will be part of our discussion throughout this year. The future of AI ethics, what needs to change? Okay, we need a stronger AI regulations. Government must define clear AI policies. The policies must be fair, and they must be, easy to understand. Don't make these very complicated. AI education, the public must understand the challenges in AI decision making. Okay, and ethical AI development. AI must be fair, transparent, and responsible from the beginning. AI must be fair, transparent, and responsible from the beginning. Okay. And yeah, these debates will continue. Can AI be ethical? AI is neither good nor bad. It reflects human decision. So, in fact, it reflects who is making the programming behind the scene. Let's say this is AI, AI, and then and this is AI is not good or bad. And then here is the human user. Okay. And then there is the person who has done the programming or software developer. Let's see, for our case, we are writing software coding. Okay. AI is not good or bad. Uh, but what about this person? What about this person? This is not good or bad, but what about this person? Is this person have ethical values high? Is this person working for fairness and transparency? Yes, that must be considered. Then ethical AI require careful oversight, fairness audits, and transparency regularly. The responsibility lies with developers, businesses, and regulators to reshape AI for good. The responsibilities lie with developers, businesses, and regulators to shape AI for good. Okay, we all, and the developers, okay, the businesses and regulators have deep responsibilities to keep artificial intelligence fair for everyone. So now, before beginning, let me give you the answer of that question. Who will be responsible? Manufacturer, uh, or the user, the buyer, or the software company, software designer, okay, or the seller. Let's say in case Tesla has made, you can say seller, or let's take only three opinion. One, let's say if the artificial intelligence driven car or autonomous car has caused an accident, who will be responsible? So after the accident, we are going to do the inquiry. Okay, if it's the fault of the manufacturer, it's just because of manufacturing defect, then manufacturer will be responsible for this accident. This is very deep question. Or let's say the user, the buyer has not, done the proper care service, servicing of the vehicle. It has used it in very rough manner, or he used to do the entire monitoring, but he failed to do so. Then that guy will be the responsible. Or if it is just because of bug in the software, then software designer or software developer will be responsible. But these are pretty interesting questions that are happening. Okay, we are living in one of the most amazing time in the entire history. AI ethics is not just a tech issue. It affects society, business, and law. Okay, it's affect entire society, business, and law. The choice we make today will define AI future impact. So let they make them wisely. It's our responsibility, and it's responsibility of all of us to have fair use of artificial intelligence. So if you are a business, please have proper rules and regulations defined for your entire company. Second thing, if you are working for any particular company, please understand the rules and regulations and follow them deeply. And then most importantly, if as a user, you must understand all these things. Okay, please check all the videos of where we have talked about artificial intelligence ethics consideration, and it will make you aware about your rights and how you should use artificial intelligence. Uh, and if you have any question, or if you feel and there should be a different answer for the question, who will be responsible for the accident if an autonomous vehicle caused the accident, okay, then share with me, and I would love to read your opinion. Okay, so in the end, thank you so much. I'm Jadi Parasar bringing this lecture. Vista Libreta has designed this presentation and presented by me and researched by Rethink AI. Thank you so much. See you very soon.